Hello, everybody. This is Ignacio Figueroa, broadcasting from Mexico. And today we have a guest from Africa. He's a special guest because he has been working for the crypto space for so many years now. His name is Frisco D'Anconia. And I want to thank you, Frisco, for having the time for talking with us. First of all, I want to ask you, when did you get started with the crypto projects?
Yeah, so the pleasure is mine for having me. As a matter of fact, I came into the crypto space in 2010. A friend of mine on Facebook actually introduced me to Bitcoin at that time, and it was a newly concept. BTC at the time, I think it was 30 cents then. So I couldn't grasp the concept. So I went to sleep on it for a year. And Bitcoin price was actually at $70 then. So I was like, wow, we are up to something. And delve into this and see what this has got to offer the world, especially my continent, Africa. So it took me a week. I couldn't do any other thing. All my focus was on like, I need to understand this. I need to grab this. What is all this about? Then I could. Suddenly, I was able to grasp it, and I'm like, this is an instant hit for Africa. Look at the problems we have with payment system, especially cross-border payment, and then the expensive services within Africa, and then even when Africans have to receive funds from elsewhere. So since then, I started educating young people in colleges in Africa about cryptocurrencies. I was then running a free market organization. So I had this project called the Liberty and Entrepreneurship Camp. So we used that to introduce a lot of young people in Africa to cryptocurrencies and the blockchain as the underlying technology. And then I came into fintech journalism. I'm a journalist by profession, so it was a natural for me to start writing about that. So I started writing for journals like the Coin Telegraph, CryptoCoin News, Brave New Coin, and the others. And then in 2016, I left my native Ghana to travel around the African continent to promote blockchain technologies and write about its communities. So since then, I've not been looking back. I've worked with networks like Dash, Holding, SmartCash, and so on and so forth.
So this guy is called himself the Cryptotraveler, by the way. And tell me, why did you choose that name?
Okay, so I am an adventurous person. I've always wanted to see Africa, and my previous travels around the continent was basically like a couple of days or a week, at most a month. And you are staying at a hotel and kind of, you don't get the opportunity to interact with the people. But when I took up the blockchain evangelism around the continent, it has offered me the opportunity to see more of Africa, interact with young Africans, understand their problems, go to a place and live there for a period of time and move there. So the name Cryptotraveler was very fancy to me because crypto has given me the opportunity to travel to Africa, the African traveler. So it is basic, and I think it was something fancy that I decided to choose for a name.
So that's good. Actually, I was gonna ask you to ask you also. You have been working for the crypto media, right? You have been writing some articles and posting in different media. Tell us a little bit about that kind of work.
So I think in 2016, kind of pressed with issues back home concerning politics and other things, and I needed to leave home and go elsewhere. And then it became natural as a journalist by profession that you can write and survive everywhere in the world. Just with my PC, I believe in that nomadic life for a long time. And it was natural that the best space I could be is the fintech industry. I understand the technology, the space, and the revolution from this. So I first started writing for the Coin Telegraph. With fintech, you can work with fintech journalism, you can work with so many times. So I added other journals like the Cryptocoin News, Coin West Story, Coin News Live, Bitcoin.africa.io, and a couple of them out there. So it has been a very exciting journey for me, focusing on the revolution in Africa and writing about it for the global community, giving me the opportunity to interact with so many people in the crypto space. If you talk about top industry players like Roosevelt and the rest, this actually gave me the opportunity to interview them, interact with them, and like after you work with them on a piece, they want you to work with them on another project or something of that sort. So it's been very exciting, and I don't think I will stop writing soon. I think I'll be writing maybe for the rest of my life because I love writing, and the fact that I'm writing to educate Africans about cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies is heartwarming for me.
That's very good, Frisco. So let's talk about your idea and your on how to help SwiftCash in Africa. What's your main idea? What can you do for helping us promote SwiftCash in Africa in different countries?
Okay, so we lost the decentralization we all dream of in Dash, and lost the same thing in Smart Cash, and basically our new hope is with SwiftCash. I first moved to actually use SwiftCash to drive adoption in Africa and also help grow a community for SwiftCash in Africa is to East African SwiftCash roadshow in February. What I want to do is I want to go to 4 major East Africa countries where adoption is actually picking up so well. Uganda has got Binance operating there as Binance is the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange, and Binance was the first. Uganda was the first country where they have opened their doors with even fiat pairs. Kenya is one of the leading countries when it comes to cryptocurrency adoption. Uganda is not doing bad. Rwanda is doing so well, especially on the blockchain space. They even have a banking system that has integrated AML. All these countries are actually embracing blockchain technology. And what I want to do there is to organize meetups in these countries, at least 2 meetups in each country, and start building a community there that can understand the smart card technology, can set up smart nodes with the smart cards community and help grow smart cards in Africa. Smart cards, SwiftCash is actually a merchant cryptocurrency, and that is basically what we need in Africa, what we can use for everyday purchases. So naturally, SwiftCash is something that Africans can easily identify with and here when it comes to financial transactions. So I want to the blockchain communities in these various East Africa countries to SwiftCash and then kind of introduce them to what SwiftCash has to offer in the crypto space.
So Frisco, your main idea is to have at least 2 meetings in every country. And how many countries are you thinking to help?
Okay, so Uganda, which has got the biggest, the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchange operating there.
Okay.
So well, we have an ATM, which is, the whole of Africa, we have only 7 locations that have got an ATM. a Bitcoin cryptocurrency ATM. And
Okay.
Uganda is one of them. It has got Binance as well. Talk of Kenya, one of the leading countries when it comes to cryptocurrency adoption, the top 3 in Africa. Kenya is one of them. It has also got an ATM there. Tanzania is doing well with so many blockchain startups, and young people are curious about cryptocurrency and how they. And then Rwanda is one of the few countries in Africa where the leadership have wholeheartedly embraced cryptocurrency without any hindrances or whatsoever. It is welcome there. Rwanda's president, for instance, has so many times mentioned that cryptocurrencies is something that can liberate a lot of Africans from poverty. And they are doing a lot of projects on the blockchain. Banking transfer system called the SPEN, where you can transfer money from your bank to mobile phone to so many channels without paying a penny. There's actually a Norwegian blockchain that is powering the core SPEN. So all these 4 countries are countries that are hungry to and get to know more good crypto projects, or actually in the crypto space. Countries are on focus for now to be and the catalyst for all the people, the community, the SwiftCash community will be building in Africa. You use the nucleus of the people who will be attending these crypto, these SwiftCash meetups. And then, as a writer, I will be taking opportunity of these events to write about SwiftCash and the events and how SwiftCash is actually driving adoption in Africa.
So you are trying to cover most of the needs that the people that doesn't know anything about cryptocurrency is first teaching them about the cryptocurrency, secondly teaching about how to use the SwiftCash wallet, and then setting up the nodes. I think it's a good idea, Frisco.
Yeah, so those are one of my focus.
Okay.
And my other major focus is those already in crypto, the blockchain communities,
Okay.
which I'm wired into. Those who already understand the technology and are ready to get into good projects, and those who don't know much about this technology and want to learn about it, and then also learn about smart cash and then get involved in SwiftCash, sorry.
Okay. Okay, man. Well, hopefully the community can help you to promote SwiftCash there, since there's a huge continent with a lot of potential for these cryptocurrency projects. So if you can prepare the proposal, and I can help you with that, so we can submit it there. And this video is to show the community that you are willing to help the project. And actually, we are trying to find someone that can help us to promote SwiftCash there. And I think you are a good member. You have a good opportunity there, and also you have a lot of knowledge about how to teach the people, since you are a writer and work in the press. So Frisco, I want to thank you for your time. I know that you have to go to do some other things, but I really appreciate your time for talking with us. And if you need
The pleasure is always mine.
if you need any other videos or anything that can promote your ideas, we are here to help the community. As I said, the main idea is to promote as in as many countries as we can, so we can reach more people. And hopefully we can help you with that. You can submit that idea to the community so they can vote on that, and hopefully if everything goes all right and the people votes positively on your proposal, you can be working happy, helping a lot of people in your country.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The pleasure is always mine.
So, guys, thank you very much for your time, and hopefully, with these conversations with the people that is willing to help us as an ambassadors around the country, we can help with the voting promote this kind of ideas, because we really need this kind of people that can bring the word to the new people, and as Frisco said, to actually to the people that knows already the cryptocurrency. I want to thank you, Frisco, again for this time, and you guys please follow us on the channel and follow us on also on the social media, so we can bring you more news about the cryptocurrency, and special about the SwiftCash. Meanwhile, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is mine.
Okay, Frisco, thank you. So
Yeah.
now you are an ambassador for Africa, for SwiftCash. So feel free to do anything, to come up with ideas,
Thank you so much.
so we can work together.
I'm very. See you soon.
Okay, man. See you
Bye-bye.
then. Bye.